Okay, Shalom Israel. Sorry about that. Once again, we're the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We're located out of Norfolk, Texas. No, we're not. We're in Virginia. Ha 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 ha. And the local surrounding areas are Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth, Newport News. So if you want to get live classes, come here, come get taught. All right. For the new people, our class is dedicated to teaching the people that are scattered through North, Central, and South America of Negroid and Indian descent, the people that call themselves Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Mexicans, Argentina to Chile, Colombia to Uruguay, that they are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. Okay? So I know there's a lot of new brothers that I've been talking to, that brothers been meeting. We want to give you all a little information about us. We're dedicated to teaching history, archaeology, and anthropology according to the Bible. All right? So if you got any questions on various topics pertaining to the Bible, feel free to hit us up. I am going to say there's a lot of Israelite schools. We try to do things a little bit different from the other schools. So you can check us out, our channel, different questions, different topics on the channel, okay? We want to let all the brothers and sisters know that is local here. If you want to come celebrate the memorial of blowing of the trumpets on 9/27, that you can come do that here, because we're going to be getting together and commemorating the high holy day. If you're tired of celebrating all the false holidays and you want to start following the Bible and following the holidays of the scriptures, you can come join us, okay? Same thing with in Houston, Texas. Okay, our class days are Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. And then if you go to the other channel, which is the acronym spelled out, class days are all the other days. Okay, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturday mornings. Okay, so we're going to get into questions real quick. And if you guys got any questions, throw them in now. If not, we're going to go ahead and start on our topic. I do want to say this. I want to touch on, for everybody that has watched, about what we were talking about yesterday about woman angels. And I'm not going to go into a whole topic on it, but when you go to Zechariah, if you can go to Zechariah 5, Zechariah, the 5th chapter. So, are you sure that we got volume now? We're going to get into questions. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Volume. All right, let me send these links out real quick. Zechariah, the 5th chapter. I made the statement that there was feminine angels. Okay, and I guess some men can't wrap around their head that God actually created male and female. So go to Zechariah 5 and you're going to read Zechariah 5, and you are going to read you're going to start from verse 7.
Zechariah 5, verse 7.
Right.
And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead.
Right.
And this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephod. And he said, this is wickedness.
Right. So listen to what the scripture says. He said, this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephod. Okay, now we went over this whole chapter and what it's talking about. We did a whole breakdown from 1 all the way down. Okay, So it said this is a woman that sit in the midst of the ephod. Okay, and each ephod represent a measurement or a weight. Okay, and this woman in this verse, when you jump all the way up, it's talking about the children of Israel, because they're likened to a comely and delicate woman according to the Bible. Like I said, I'm not going to go over all the scriptures. I just want to touch on this. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And he said, this is wickedness.
Right.
And he cast it into the midst of the ephod.
Right.
And he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof.
Right. He cast the weight of lead on the mouth thereof. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women.
Right. There came out what?
2 women.
Right. So as he's looking and he's seeing in this vision, this is Zechariah seeing this vision, and he's seeing these things happen. He's seeing this ephod. What's the last thing it said about casting? Read that again.
And he cast the weight of lead. So
he's seeing, this is what Zechariah is seeing. This lead be cast. Go ahead.
The weight of lead upon the mouth thereof.
On the mouth thereof of the ephod, right? Okay, go ahead.
Verse 9. Then lift up my eyes.
So is he still looking? Go ahead.
And looked. And behold, there came out 2 women.
Right, there came out 2 women. Right, so he's looking on. He's seeing this ephod. He's seeing this happen on the mouth of it. And as he keeps looking, there came out what?
2 women.
Right, these are 2 separate women. Go ahead.
And the wind was in their wings.
And the wind was in their what?
Wings.
Go ahead.
For they had wings like the wings of a stork.
Go ahead.
And they lift up the ephod between the earth and the heaven.
So they go grab the ephod. The women that had wings were angels. So it don't say they were succubus demons. Y'all got to read the Bible before you open up your mouth. It don't say nowhere in this chapter about them being succubus. That it don't say nothing about them being the women in this portion of the verse being wicked angels. Okay? This is talk about their angels. Okay, and I'll go over a topic on the angels again for y'all. But if you just read the chapter, it's telling you they're women angels. Right? You don't have to add or take away. It's telling you in there. Go ahead.
Then said I to the angel that talked with me.
Right, so an angel talking with him, and he's seeing this happen. These 2 women pick up the ephod with stork wings. Go ahead.
Whither do these bear the ephod?
Why he didn't say, why do these wicked angels, why do these evil spirits? When you go through Revelations, it tells you the difference between evil spirits, right? How they move around, and angels. Ezekiel even tells you, right? So, just to show you that it doesn't say nothing about succubus. Somebody went in the chat and said, oh, these were succubus spirit. No, that's not. The Most High can deal and do and use his power through anybody. And in this portion, he's telling us that you're seeing 2 women angels with stork wings. You know, a lot of men, they get into this spirit of like, there ain't no women in the Bible. Everything is about men. It's about man and women. When you look at the Bible, it uses he or man, but when it's speaking in that context, it's speaking of mankind. That means including the women. A lot of people don't understand it. It means including the women. Like, we're not going to make it into the kingdom just a bunch of hairy men with garments. It ain't going to work like that. The women and children are going to come into the kingdom. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out, that yes, the Bible does speak of women angels. And in the spiritual realm, and I'll go proving this further when we go into another class on it. In the spiritual realm, let's use common sense. When a woman dies, where does the spirit go? Okay. Or does it go into a separate place where the men are? Like the male spirit's going to one place and the female spirit's going in another place? I mean, if they're going to hell, obviously, whether male or female, that's a whole different place. But if they're righteous, they go to the Creator and they stay with the Creator. Those souls stay with the Most High. So you have feminine spirits and you have masculine spirits. So yes, there are feminine angels, and that's why he quotes it. He talks about it in Zechariah 5. All right. Does anybody have any questions on there? No? All right. I'm going to give them a little second before we start into this topic. Let me see here. Before we get into this topic on due benevolence, I'm going to go ahead and get into this topic. But let's get them to see if they got any questions. All right. While we wait, I want to thank all the brothers and sisters for helping out the school, for the books, for everything you've given, the paint. Yeah. What's the question? The 2/3. Which 2/3? Because I did 2/3. You talk about the first one? Like what accumulated and what got them to be a 2/3? That was the first one. Oh, right, the faith, right. I can finish that. Yeah, I can finish that. I'll keep that in mind, and next week I'll go ahead and finish that up on the 2/3. All right, so do we have any questions on there? Trying to give y'all, before I rush into this topic, give y'all a second. Nothing? Y'all got any questions in here? Okay. All right. Well, if nobody got any questions, if nobody got, can I get one of those? If nobody got any questions, let's get into tonight's class. Oh, we're back on? Are we on or off? Okay. All right, because he's looking at it. He's saying it's off. Okay, we're on. Oh, it's a 30-second delay? Okay. All right, yeah. So, do benevolence. Now, we got to, I know it's a big word. Some people don't even know or care to know what that word is, what it means, and what it consists, and what it said, and then what it applied to. A lot of you don't know what it means. So we're going to look up the word do benevolence. And Shawashana is going to throw that up there for you, brothers and sisters. Benevolence. It says the disposition to do good. So this is what we're talking about in class. We're going to go to the scripture. I want you to go to 1 Corinthians 7 in verse 3. It says the disposition to do good, goodwill, kindness, charitableness, the love of mankind, accompanied with a desire to promote their happiness. The benevolence of the Most High is one of his moral attributes. The attribute which delights in his happiness, intelligent beings. So, the act of kindness, right? Good done, charity given, kindness, kind-hearted, goodness, goodwill, compassion, consideration, thoughtfulness. It says charity, social consciousness. So, benevolence. Now, I want you to read 1 Corinthians 7 and 3. So, going into this topic, benevolence is spelled BENEVOLENCE. Benevolence. So 1 Corinthians 7:3. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Right. So let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence. So we're going to be talking about not only the husband, we're going to be talking about the wife also. We're going to be talking about relationships. And what attribute has to be applied in these relationships? Black families, black homes. Right? If you're a true believer, this characteristic has to resonate within you to be able to do it with your wife or do it with your husband. So, benevolence. So, read it one more time.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3.
Right?
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Kindness, charitableness, love, desire to promote their happiness. So the husband, okay, and we're going to talk about the wife also, because we're going to touch on that too. The husband and the wife have to be ready and have a desire to promote their happiness with love, kindness, charity, goodness, goodwill, being kind-hearted, thankfulness. Listen to this. Decency. I saved that one. Decency. So in these relationships, something is due. There is due kindness that is supposed to be to each other. This kindness you cannot force, you cannot program. It's a due. It's in there. It's supposed to be in your spirit, right? You're supposed to have this naturally, wanting to be kind, goodwill. It says consideration. It says compassion. It says I say goodwill, love, kind-hearted, thoughtfulness. So when I, as a husband with my wife, supposed to know kindness, I got to be kind, I got to be thoughtful, I got to ready to promote happiness, ready to promote charity. I know, this is a lot. Why? Because a lot of people don't even want to work. They ain't even happy with themselves. They ain't even loving with themselves. They ain't even charitable with themselves. But this is due to the man and woman. You cannot further your relationship, build a relationship, if you don't know what is due to these individuals. It's due. Why is this due? It says due benevolence. Something that is due to you. Supposed to be given to you. Why is it due? Who can come straight, hardcore, in the spirit of Hamashiach with clarity and understanding? Why is it due to have these characteristics?
The second greatest commandment is to love thy brother as thyself.
Oh, who are you right now? Who are you? No, because you hit it right on real spit. You hit real spit right there. It says perfect. Why is it due? Because when she becomes your wife, she's not a stepping stool, a doo-doo pit. She's not just some hole you met or a thought, that hole over there. He's not just some nigga that you might make it with or maybe I'll let him hit it when I want him to, you know, and then I'll play for JJ games with him, and then we can, that's the problem from the door. Like, we don't even start class. We didn't even start yet, and the problem is you don't recognize and treat your brother, your sister as yourself. I guess that'd be a whole nother class, because how could you treat somebody with all this kindness and do benevolence when you don't have benevolence of oneself, right? We can switch topics real quick, right? Nah, we're going to talk about this, relationships. The thing that is due to the husband, right? The thing that is due to the wife. Love, respect, kindness. Man, and I got to go back to the definition because I don't want to leave some of these words out. Decency. The decency of how you deal with each other. Right? I talked about this yesterday, and this is in the definition. Social consciousness. Like, I got to have this love towards my brother. Before you're my wife, you're my sister and my nation. Right? He's your brother in Christ. And that love carries over to the relationship. That decent spirit. The delights, which delights in happiness. Right? It says kindheartedness, charitableness. It's due already before you start dealing with each other. How many people can deal with that? Right there. How many people can chew that up? It's due. Like, is my motives ready to be kind? Am I motivated to have goodwill in our relationship? Or do I want to be a manipulative demon that is playing games with you? There's supposed to be a goodwill, kindness, kindheartedness. Is there a consideration for each other on both parts? Does the man consider the woman? Does the woman consider the man? It says, love, a disposition of good. How many brothers and sisters in these relationships bear these qualities? As you see, we don't even have to go on, but a lot of these things are not in Israelites. So your relationships become burdensome, destructive. They become sadness. They become the total opposite of what these are. I mean, if we looked up the opposite of charity, come on. The opposite of love, hate, disdain, anger, bitterness. I don't care about you. I don't care what you feel. I don't care what you like. It's all about me. It's all about Dre. What?
Antonyms for benevolence.
The antonyms for benevolence. Go ahead.
Barbarity.
Barbarity. And come on now. When you get in these relationships, you come in as a barbarian. You come in with a manipulative, I want this person only for something. Right? A lot of our people, I'm only dealing with this person for something. It's not out of a genuine love and compassion for their people or for this individual. Not everybody's like that, but majority of our relationships, because it got no true love in it, it's barbaric.
Barbarousness, bestiality.
Bestiality, like you're just brutes. It's like there was a situation where, I'm not going to say no names, but a brother in another city, way far from this city, he was talking to a sister he just had met. I mean, when I say talking to her, he just literally met her about not even a month. And she was already talking to him like they've been together 30 years. It's barbaric. Like, right then, that's when you're like, oh, this is not meant to be. Like, when you're talking to me like, yeah, nigga, like, who you talking to over there? It's like, chick, we haven't even laid. We haven't, he didn't lay with her. He didn't do nothing. She was already like, who you over there talking to? That's a distinction of no on the checklist. Why? Because she's barbaric. She ain't got no sense of wisdom, character about herself. Right? You talk to the same brother I was talking to. What else she was saying?
Like
talk loud.
She was basically trying to tell that brother like, I don't want you talking to this person or that person. I
don't want you talking to this person about barbaric. See, there's no benevolence in this before we even engage in a marriage. Before we marry in, we're right here. Me, you, and it's already heat. We ain't even married in. Imagine when we get to this. It's death, chaos. What else you got?
Brutality.
Brutality. That's why you start choking each other out, punching each other in the temple, right? Taking a phone book, putting it on their face, hitting the phone book. Right? Barbaric brutality. Go ahead.
Brutishness.
Beast, brutish. Go ahead.
Callousness.
How much you gonna make me get crazy in here. It says what?
Callousness.
Callousness. Ooh. Callous. You get, it's like I just met you. What happened to the hey baby, hey boo? You know what I mean? Been thinking about you. You know, when I'm alone in my room and I stare at my wall, in the back of the mind, you know what I mean? I hear the voices call. You're like, it's like you, baby. I'm thinking about you. You know what I mean? It's a callous spirit. Like, nigga, what you want? You know what? You gotta pay for this, nigga. This is the opposite of do benevolence. Or benevolence. Go ahead.
Cold-bloodedness.
Ooh. Cold-blooded. Right? She's just cold-blooded. It's like, damn. You know what I mean? She's on one side of the bed. You on the other side. You know what I mean? He's farting. You know what I mean? Stinking up the bed. And not in a friendly fart. Like, baby, look, I got you. Ha, 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 ha. Right? But he's farting and she's like looking over across the bed. She's like with her friends talking by herself like, I ain't gonna, it's what? Read that last one.
Cold-bloodedness.
Cold-blooded. You look at these relationships, she dragging him around the mall, right? He over there calling her fat greasy hoe, and it's like, damn, where's the love at? Read. Cruelty. Now, we looked up the antonym of benevolence. So if y'all got y'all dictionaries, y'all can look it up too. Cruel. You know what I mean? You ain't thinking about the way to be kind, generous, considerate to each other no more. Go ahead.
Hard-heartedness.
Hard-heartedness. You get in an argument and you swear you enemies. Like, damn, you not, could we just blow this one off? No, nigga. I told you I got to get y'all the text of the one brother that's not in this state, that the brother sent the brother the video. This woman was talking to her man like a man, like she was a Crip and her husband was a Blood. And she was like, nigga, you stupid, you dumb, you whack. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't need that weak pipe. I'm like, whoa, is this a Hebrew woman? It's not, brothers and sisters. But there is no benevolence for the men and the women. The man is, all he want, I'm just going to hit it, and then I don't know you. That's not due benevolence. That's not going to further your relationship. That's not going to better it. There's got to be some kindness, generosity. There's got to be a nourishment of love in these situations in your household. Now, if you're Christ-like, you're supposed to be nourishing that benevolence. But this is the opposite of benevolence. What?
Inhumanity.
Man, inhumane. Go ahead.
Savageness.
Right? Well, you know how I'm savage. You're right. You're right. You are a savage, a beast, a brute. You see where these words come from? They define the women and men out here in the world. They're savage. They're brute because they don't got no love for their nation. So you get this woman, and a man. Now, if you're real young, how many of these young men are having menage a trois with their women? Are letting their boys run through them? This cat's a beast. Peeing on them, R. Kelly and them. Y'all think that's a joke? It's not. It's not a joke. Men do that filth. And women right there having fun. Get it off my eye. And they love it. They love it. Right? The kids need to know this. That way, when they go out there, they think about. And look at these niggas and say, okay, this is a blunt, pants sagging, gut toting, you know what I mean? Black lips, burnt lips from all the blunts. No knowledge man. The girls are going to say that. The men are going to go out there and say, listen, I'm not going to look for the most tightest clothes, right? The most disrespectful, disloyal, loud, disgruntled woman out there. You see that? Because all that's going to get me is baby mamas and pain and suffering and child support. Your ID gets suspended. Then you back $2,000-$3,000 on child support. But then you have another one. Then you got two disgruntled harlots. Or you got two baby daddies that ain't around. Welcome to the black and Hispanic community. Why? Because there is no love. There's no benevolence in these households. We ain't even moved past the definition yet. Read, come on.
Savagery.
Savagery. Go ahead.
Unfeelingness.
I like that. You know why I like that? Because you start to get numb, and it's just, you're there. You get in this spirit of, you're just there. My day is not waking up to having a cheerfulness and a love towards you that I'm around daily. It's just like, yeah, there you go again. And these ain't 70, 80-year-old people. I'm talking about 30, 25s. Like, they're that nigga. There you go again. Get the kids. It's like, what the who are you? Right? Who are you? But that's what spirit is. That's what the spirit is with no benevolence. So we got more on that, I know. Go ahead and read the scripture again.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
It is due to the wife happiness. It's due. Happiness is due to the wife. Goodness, goodwill, kindness, kind-heartedness is due to the husband. It's due to the husband. Love, right? Charity, thoughtfulness. You just gotta wake up every day and just, what you doing? Living. It's breathing. What's up with you? Oh, I just hate life. My old hag's in there. What's going on? And you know, make it a day by day. Sipping beer, popping brew. You know, you got men like that. You got women like that. Miserable, hateful, brutish, unkind. It says they have no compassion. So men and women, the husband is supposed to give this to the wife. The wife is supposed to give this to the husband. We're going to get to that scripture too. Go ahead.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
There you go. So the husband to the wife and the wife to the husband. This is the only thing that's going to keep relationships fresh and new. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. You can't be 30 years old and act like you 80. What's going on? None. You care about yourself? Nope. Nobody cares about me, so look at me. I look like crap, feel like crap, treat people like I'm crap, right? It's like, where's the enthusiasm and love for what you're doing? Why you don't take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit? 30 years old, are you serious? You just let go. You just gonna look like you 60. Because it's so much hate, bitterness, anger, savagery. It's so much in there. So it's like, I don't care. What's up with you? Nothing. I don't care about myself no more. I don't care how I think. I don't care how I talk. Why? Because if I put my relationship on the line, I don't care. I don't care if I put it on the line because this doesn't mean nothing to me. No love. And that's the problem in our relationships, is that you're not constantly nourishing the benevolence that is supposed to be due to each other. Now I can see you 70, 80, you grown in, you know what I mean? You ain't jumping out the bed with the new drawers on, you know? You know what I mean? You're like, man, I'm finna go get me some new drawers, man. You know? You 70, 80 years old. You guys been through life, right? You can't even, you're barely moving. You got 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, they just hate life. They hate their relationship. They hate their situation. Why? Because you're not nourishing it. You're not nourishing this love with each other. It's due to each other. You understand that? And you guys, Israel has to learn what this other individual likes and wants. That's why you betroth them first. You betroth them first. That way you can learn these things about them and you won't just jump into a marriage. But then when you are in the marriage, the men and the women got to keep it nourishing, going, or your relationship is going to go to poop. And then because you don't talk to each other and tell each other what each other, you don't open up to each other, what's going to happen? Sancho Man's going to come along and do what? Yeah, girl, look at me. I'm paying attention to you. Look at me. Look at me. I'll do anything. You know what I mean? I'll fly you around the world. I'll buy you a ticket just to tap that. Come on over here. Come on where I'm at. And then you bend off. Committing adultery. The same thing with the man. She promising you looking at her pictures, right? She's like, yeah, you know what? I need me a man. You a Hebrew? And what's she offering? Nothing. She's the same disgruntled, disloyal, disrespectful. She promised you nothing. And you break your bond, your commitment, you break your loyalty, you break what you build up for some more garbage. That's what the world is. Because that's how you feel, right? You're in a situation of trash, and then you got to go commit in another situation the same thing as garbage. Right? All the high hopes and dreams. But your mind ain't changed. Because you're not going to give to this person what is due. You're going to be infatuated for a while, and then what? You back in the same slump. Right? Because the Spirit is going to lead you to life. The Word. Go from there. Go to 1 Peter 3 verse 7. So there's something due to each other. You got to constantly nourish. You got to constantly nourish these characteristics in your household, in your relationship. 1 Peter 3 verse 7. Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7.
Go ahead.
Likewise, ye husbands, love them according to knowledge.
Right, and where is the benevolence? It has to start with the knowledge. Brothers and sisters, it has to start with the knowledge. This word got to be instilled in you to have a benevolent spirit. It got to be instilled in you. Or else, what do you bring into your relationship? Answer that. Somebody answer this one. If you're not bringing this right here, what are you bringing into this relationship?
You're bringing in the garbage concepts of the world is talking about relationships.
Who is this guy? Shamayar stepped in here. Mark is dead. Let Shamayar reign. Exactly. You start bringing all the thought process of the world. Bitter mama talk. Right? Hair hat wearing weave. Girlfriend talk. Girl, I don't know why you dealing with him anyway. Right? You hear that? Or you hear some dumbass nigga giving you game. Listen, nigga. Pop my ear on that one. Listen, nigga, listen. Let me show you how we do it, son. Like, listen, you gotta play these hoes. Nigga, I'm 40. No more playing the hoes, bro. And this is the mentality of the world. You getting some garbage knowledge and wisdom from some stupid knucklehead. Someone telling you, and they can, listen, yes, experience does teach, but not if it's not with wisdom. I don't care if you got somebody there, old age, that can tell you about a relationship. They can. They can tell you about a worldly relationship. I was talking to this cat in the mall. He was 60. He was telling me about a relationship, and I'm just listening. I'm listening. Listening to what he got to say. I ain't trying to overtalk him. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, okay. Okay, brother. But he ain't telling me nothing that this knowledge ain't saying. How to build this according to the Spirit. You got to think about this. So, if it's not according to the knowledge, how are you going to muster up this benevolence? All you do is moving. You moving from old baggage. You know what I mean? Bitterness. Hold on, let me get my anger. Nigga did me wrong. You know what I mean? This nigga, you know what I mean? This guy, he used me for my money. This guy, he used me for my booty. This girl, all she did was yell at me. All she did was make me pay for everything. You bring all that baggage with you into the next relationship like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's going on? Oh, none. Where we meet at? Tinder? Snapchat? Insta this, Insta that? Love is really made through Tinder, I heard. Huh? Somebody told me that in the mall, that you can really find love on Tinder. But this... Y'all gotta understand what's going on here, man. This is what's happening. Read it again.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
Beating them.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
They ain't nothing.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
All women are wicked.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
They ain't gonna make it into the kingdom anyway.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
I had somebody tell me, man, you don't gotta teach your wife. Like, what Bible are you reading? The holy garbage? Like, it tells you all through the Bible. You got to deal with your wives according to the knowledge. And then we got to get the scripture that says treat them like your own flesh. So what the hell are you talking about? So I don't want y'all to think yesterday's class was about righteous women. Yesterday's class was about wicked women. Righteous women, man, they're trying to be a benevolent spirit. Righteous men are trying to be a benevolent spirit to their wife. A benevolent spirit the women have to their husband. Husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Ignoring them.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
Beating them.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
Just get another rib.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
Now, wives, you got to let them dwell with you according to knowledge. Okay, you're getting emotional now. Calm down a second. No, I'm not going to calm down. Okay, I'm trying to deal with you according to knowledge. You got to let me do that. Right? If not, the scriptures say, avoid foolish and vain babbling. So I'm going to walk out. I'm ready to deal with you according to knowledge, except let's give benevolence and respect to each other. I'm supposed to take this out and not walk through emotions, and you supposed to let me do my job and be benevolent to you through the word. Y'all see that? Sisters? You have to understand the only way it's going to work. It's not going to work when you deny the process. There's a way. Your way is wrong. That's why you're so damn unhappy. It's the scripture's way. And as we build the benevolent spirit, you see the love can take hold, root, and flourish and grow. But you got to give it a chance. You got how many on my hand relationships that are just on the edge and the brink of destruction because she don't want to be benevolent. You got both sides. There's situations where the men, they're not trying to be benevolence. He's trying to run around and meet random hoes at the gym and not teach his wife, not take care of his kids, and then don't want us to say nothing about it. And then you got women, they're running their damn mouth when he wants to sit down, when he wants to teach you, when he is not overbearing or over controlling, and he's sitting there with an understanding face, mind, and spirit and looking at you bark like a damn pit bull. You can't get nothing. You got these things destroying relationships. So we need benevolence. We need love in these households. Husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Go ahead.
Giving honor unto the wife.
Giving what?
Giving honor unto the wife.
So wait a minute. Women are less than men.
Giving honor unto the wife.
We don't believe that. The Bible don't say that. So I want y'all to get this through y'all head. Our school, we don't teach that women are less than men. Just because the Bible says God, man, and woman, that don't make them less. That just makes them fall in order. Just like us, we're not less than Christ. He's not just trampling over us, but we are subordinate to Christ. Don't let the world fool you. Subordinate doesn't mean that you're less. So yeah, the woman is supposed to give the man his power as the husband. Just like the children is supposed to obey the parents. Imagine your child going to you saying, Mom, you're on a power trip. You're like, yeah, I am. Get your ass in there and do that kitchen. You're not going to be like, you know what? I got to rethink this. Women can't do that to the man, and man can't do that to Yahweh Shai. He can't do that to Christ. There's a process. So yes, the woman is supposed to be treated with that same respect. Now, I'm going to say this. This all has to be done while you're doing the will of the Most High. So your duties and your charitableness to the ministry, to the household of the Lord cannot diminish. It's work. What do you think is going to be in the kingdom? Come on now, think about this. What do you think is going to be in the kingdom? Benevolence, a benevolent spirit flowing through the nation. Unity and love and brotherhood and kindness. Right? That's going to be through the body of Yahweh Shai. There ain't going to be no bitter black women. There ain't going to be no thugs that learn how, put the powder on their hand and just smack the women in order. It ain't going to work. I mean, it ain't even working in this kingdom. There's got to be a benevolent spirit in our nation. But it starts now with us, the women and the men, the households. There's too many black, Hispanic, Israelite families broken up and destroyed because the wife or the husband nourishes hatred. You know what? I'm going to throw this one in here. Hold that. Go to Galatians. Go to Galatians. This is one of the scriptures that I pull. Galatians 5:15 when it comes to counseling. This is one of the scriptures when I counsel a brother or sister, one of the scriptures I remind them. Read that. Galatians 5 verse 15.
Galatians chapter 5 verse 15.
Read 14.
14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word.
Right.
Even in this.
Read.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And Shamayar said that earlier. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Do you love that brother, sister, your husband as yourself? Because how you treat your husband, you want to be treated. With kindness, with love, with consideration. Gentle, meek. Ain't no love, man. There is no love in our communities, in our households. And we're talking about relationships now. You get all these unhappy couples because we ain't using this knowledge. Y'all better stop thinking this is about church. You open up the Bible, say hallelujah. This is the way, brother. This is the way. It's the method. The method. Like if you wanted to learn how to break down an engine, you couldn't just wing it. Same thing with the Bible. You know what I mean? Like me, when I buy a bookcase from Walgreens or Walmart, I wing it. I'm gonna get this by eye, right? You can't do that with life. And sometimes the Walmart bookcases. You can't do that. It don't work the same way. You can't just wing it. It ain't gonna work. This is like that engine, taking it apart. Go ahead and try to wing it with an engine, taking it apart. You'll destroy everything. Same thing with your families and your households. You're trying to wing it. You're trying to do it the way America said. And guess what? That's why you got 5 baby mamas, 8 different babies, 9 kids over here, 10 kids over here. And nobody is being nourished in love and unity and compassion. So what are we talking about? Both man and women applying benevolence in your household. Right? You love your neighbor as yourself. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
But if ye bite and devour one another.
If you do what?
If ye bite and devour one another.
But if you keep biting and chewing away at each other's kindness, care, dedication, if you keep biting away at that, like you don't want to forgive, you keep, like when it's time to forgive, it just, okay, you know what, I'm sorry, you're sorry. It's like, nope, I'm not sorry. You get the party, the one that will be like, you know what, my bad, I messed up. And it's sometimes it's the man, sometimes and the man and the woman like, nope, I'm holding this one, I'm putting this in the record book. The time when this nigga record checklist of holding bitterness and anger till I'm old, more fat, more gray hair, right? And I can be more angry. Zip, put it in your little bag and do what? See, remember in 1974, according to my records, in 1974, on the 5th of November at 11 o'clock in the evening, you said this. It's like, yeah, but I apologize. I admit it. Did I work on that? See, no, because if you did, bitter, angry, you're not ready to forgive. You're not ready to nourish benevolence. This is a problem. But your relationship is going to end. Because somebody's going to be like, listen, you're never willing to work anything out. You're always damn angry. You don't want to take care of your mind, your spirit. Okay, so what do you want to do? Let's spaz out for every little reason. Let's argue for every little reason. Where is that going to get your household? Read it again.
But if ye bite and devour one another,
go ahead.
Take heed, ye be not consumed one of another.
You see that? If you chew each other up to the very little bitty pieces, what's going to be left? Nothing. When you chew up the kindness and consideration and love and unity and compassion and long suffering, and you chew at the very last of it, it's like, damn, okay, I tried. You know, I got a brother I talk to, man. He's like, I'm sitting her down. And I'm going through it. I'm saying, you need patience. You need long suffering. Sit her down. I'm trying to talk to her, but she's not listening. She's not hearing that. Well, try a different method. Because that's what you got to do. We can't just be like, she's wicked, cut her off. You do that to every woman you meet. So, same thing with the men. The men have more problems with not listening, right? Lacking patience, lacking long suffering, right? Lacking consideration. So all these things, we got to understand that they need to be nourished. If not, you're going to destroy your relationships. You're going to destroy your household. You're going to destroy your family. You see why you can't just move off of so-called love at first sight? It's lust at first sight. You know why you can't move off of that? Because you're just going to keep jumping into the same predicament. Right? Read on. Come on.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
This I say then.
Oh, no, that's it on that. So be careful. If you bite and devour, you will be consumed one of another. Go back to 1 Peter 3 and 7.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Likewise, ye husbands.
Right.
Dwell with them according to knowledge.
That's our benevolent spirit that we got to be in. And what does that mean? Does that mean only opening the Bible? No, it means benevolence, godly love, charity, kindness, kind-heartedness, big-heartedness, goodness, goodwill, compassion, consideration, thoughtfulness. Go ahead.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Meaning she's fragile. So you got to give honor and understand that. But at the same time, that means she's fragile. She's a woman. That doesn't mean she can't embody. That verse doesn't mean she cannot embody the scriptures. Weaker vessel means that she is a delicate flower to be taken care of. But that don't mean this cannot be embodied. That don't mean you're stupid. That don't mean you can't get this and you're done. I guess I'm just a weaker vessel. It don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. You are the weaker vessel, but you can still embody these themes in the scriptures. Go ahead.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life.
Listen to this. As what?
As being heirs.
Being what?
Heirs.
Not airheads. Not airheads together, right? Not we're both dumb as hell and choosing the wrong things out of each other to desire and love, but we're choosing the right things, the right attributes that are going to last and promote and uplift our relationship. That's why I love the scriptures, because there's a method to everything. While your little pea brain is talking about, well, I don't get it, you're not going to get it, because you're not smart enough to desire the will of the Most High. I don't understand. So what you're telling me, when somebody does you wrong, you're supposed to forgive them? Yes. Turn the other cheek. Well, you're telling me when somebody makes a mistake with you, you're supposed to let it go? Yes. Forgive thy brother 70 times 7. Nourish benevolence. Now, I'm talking about in a relationship. Right? Why do you think you wake up angry? Why do you think you wake up sad? Why do you think you be in these relationships and you still feel like you lack? Because you render what? Evil for evil. Right? You render evil for evil. And it's hard, man. You guys got to see what is happening when these things are done to each other. Go ahead.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life.
Not airheads, but ruling parties together. Now, what did we just read? The 144,000? I said it yesterday, right? I said, you're going to have 144,000 men, and you're going to have what? Wives, although women, because you're going to be what? Heirs together. You're going to be heirs together. We're fighting as a body. Y'all got to understand this, man. Ain't no more, you can't be with that young worldly love. It's got to be real love. The love that really generates togetherness. And it's constant work. It's constant wanting to make the other person happy and do the things that other individual loves. Then you reciprocate, that's the right word, right? To each other. The common respects of benevolence. It has to be much reciprocation. It has to. You see that? Now, it's strategic because while you're doing this, the man has to apply giving his mind and spirit to the church. The woman has to give herself to the church. They're both fighting for the church and the greater of the kingdom, right? But there's moments in this relationship that you are supposed to cherish and make your own. There's moments you're supposed to make your own. Well, you always with the brothers. Street speaking, and you don't supposed to say that because you always with who? The sisters. The man can't be like, you always with the sister sewing. Nigga, it's your garments. It's charitable garments. That don't make no sense. You're supposed to understand. Hey, what you finished doing, babe? Oh, just finished with the sisters. What you finished doing? Finished with the brothers. Guess what? It's our time. Let's nourish this. Not, wait, see, we always doing too much work for the Most High. Let's both get wicked and evil so the Most High God can destroy our household. You're an idiot. What is building our household is constant staying in the spirit. Ecclesiastes, one of our other relationships, scriptures. Ecclesiastes 27:3. Let's throw that one in there.
Ecclesiastes chapter 27 and verse 3.
Right. What was the Galatians I put?
That was Galatians chapter 3, verse 7.
No, the
I'm sorry. No.
Galatians 5 and what? 14 and 15, right? Now this one we're going to is what? Ecclesiasticus 27 and 3.
And 3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown.
Yeah, that's for men and women, because the other scripture that goes with that is Proverbs 14 and 1. One for the man, one for the woman, right? Except a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house will be soon overthrown. Proverbs 14 and 1, a wise woman buildeth her house. So no, I'm not going to complain about what the hell you're doing. Where you at, babe? Because I need some loving. I'm at the school with the sisters. Damn. You dummy. You're creating in her a double-minded spirit. This is like, you always with the sisters. Like, Khan, you told me that this is what I needed to do to please the Most High, which is giving myself to the ministry. And I read that myself, so why would you be this? That don't make sense. We're working together as a constant building. But when you do get moments, your moments in time in your relationship, you can't be the opposite of your benevolence. I'm done with it. Shalom, Yahweh, Shabbat, Nathan, Yahweh, Shem Yahushai. Shalom, sisters. Bye. There you are, nigga. I gotta deal with your ass now. Like, Yahweh, you was just like Yahweh Shai. Then you walk in the home and you're what? BL Peor? BL Zaire? Balaam? Shaitan? Beelzebub? How does that mean? Shalom, you smile in one hand, then you turn around and you see his face. Oh, nigga, there you are again. Here we go again. What you gonna ask for now? What you want? Food? Here, take the slop. Take it. Damn, you didn't see me just working with the sisters? Like, you did that for Christ. Now you're supposed to do benevolence for Christ. Or the husband come in, you come home tired, you mean throw your legs up, and you're what? I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. Stop running your mouth. I done dealt with the brothers. Or come home and you complain about everything, and you don't show her how to stack confidence and faith on Yahweh Shai. That's the time for you to download how many things you conquered in the day, but you tell her how many things tickled your fancy and you got wet and weak and you can't fathom to fight against the world. What happened? Just with the brothers, they counseled us again. She's like, oh, you don't respect counsel? Let me write that on my checklist so that way I can't respect counsel. Oh, you complain about everything? Checklist. Oh, you're not really loyal? Checklist! Now what happens? When she gets disgruntled, she what? Oh, she pulls out her checklist. Oh, you're disloyal, fake, phony, mark-ass nigga. Okay, let me pull out my checklist. Guess what you got? I'm going to be disloyal, fake, a mark-ass nigga. Why? Because that's what you trained me. That's why it says, teach her not an evil lesson. You see that? The due benevolence is all the qualities of the Spirit. All the things that Yahweh Shai wants instilled in you, He wants instilled in your wife, in your household, in your children. Let's go back to this time. You stop working with the church. You stop giving to the ministry. You're that woman of the scriptures that says you take care of the saints, right? You're that man that's charitable and loving. When you come together, you get those moments to now be together. Those are the moments that build and keep molding your relationship. Not you go on one side of the room, the other go outside of the room. You get on your phone, he get on his phone, and you're like, you don't like me anyway. I hate you anyway. Destructive. That's when the benevolence is supposed to be nourished. Go ahead, where you at?
That was Ecclesiastes chapter 27, verse 3.
Go jump back. 1 Peter 3 and 8.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8.
I'm sorry. Finish 1.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband.
Right.
That if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Jump to verse 8.
Verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Be what?
Be ye all of one mind.
Be what?
Be ye all of one mind.
What is that one mind the man and the woman has to have? What is that one mind that the man and the woman has to have? Read.
Having compassion.
What?
Having compassion.
Bitterness.
Having compassion.
I hate you.
Having compassion.
There go your chubby face again.
Having compassion.
When you gonna shave your mustache?
Having compassion.
Being a girl. You see what I'm saying? You see this? We supposed to be having compassion. Where is the compassion? Where is the passion at in your relationship? When you make love, guess what? Is what? Let me roll over. You know what I mean? Done. You look at each other. Great, you're a 0. You know what I mean? There's no passion and compassion within this. That's how you know. Because your love life starts to break down. Your care and desire, you know what I mean, of what you do in that arena starts to fall apart. There's no love. That's the connection. That's the bond. Now, I want everybody to hear this. You can lie all you want. That's the first place it wears down. You can lie all you want. Because when you met, what was there? Passion. You looked at each other and it became a feast in the kitchen. Right? Passion, compassion. But why isn't that there? Because you bite, you devour. You're the opposite of benevolence. It's not. That's why it's not there no more. There's no love. There's no constant nourishment of the love. Be what?
Having compassion one of another.
Having what?
Compassion one of another.
Read.
Love as brethren.
Do what?
Love as brethren.
You're supposed to be loving like family members. Now, not like worldly niggas out in the world, like true family. It's supposed to be a constant, loving, nourishment environment. Now, you don't got a lot of time. I have been granted a gift to where my ribs can work amongst me in the body, in the church. Barakatai how that's beautiful. But a lot of sisters got to go work for the white man. You want to start talking about that? Then you come home. You're like, I just gave all my spirit to them. You go home and you just what? You angry at life. You angry at your husband. You angry at your kids. When your house is your domain, the joy, the love is supposed to be circulating through the air. Right? No more Victoria's Secret is now what? Big draws. You know what I mean? No more brushing your teeth for the man is what? Stinky breath. You know what I mean? Farting everywhere. Right? Right? No more you care about, sucking your stomach in. You let it all come out over the belt. You know what I mean? You don't care no more. No more shaved legs. It's now what? Gunshot wounds. Pellets. You know what I mean? You rub on the legs like, girl, man, I miss you. Yahweh, please. You're not nourishing your relationship. You're not keeping the thing that sparks the love, the passion. That needs to be worked on both sides. And that's why you got to communicate. And you know it's there. You know what I mean? What's the number one key that your passion is gone in your relationships? We said physical, right? Sexual. But what's the number one? You get a prize if you can answer this. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to sing it all the way through. What's the number one reason what's the number one thing you can see that your passion within your relationship is like almost dead? I'm a wanna. Yeah, that's a given. I'm talking about without getting too deep into the physical. I'm talking about the physical. Because what I'm trying to show y'all is to have due benevolence in your relationship, there's got to be a constant nourishment of this physical that creates your bond. That keeps your bond flowing for the man and the women. It does. Because once that disconnects, you're in a place you're like, that ain't there no more, the physical. What shuts down to know that the physical is basically done? What is it, Shalamaya? You don't know? You raised your hand earlier. She said what you was going to say. What is it? You know what it is? Shawashana? We're talking about physical. No, not intercourse. No. We know that is already dissipated, but when it's almost finally done, what's the last thing you stop doing? You don't even kiss no more. You don't even want to kiss. There's no bond. But when you first met each other, what you was doing? You was in love, right? You look at each other right in the face and kiss for hours, right? This is why that benevolent spirit starts to break down, because you guys don't keep the nourishment, the love. So you got the spiritual and you got the physical that has to be there. Y'all get this? All right, now we got kids in. We don't have to go too deep into these things. But go to 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 6. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 6. These things need to be in relationships. These things need to be amongst you couples. The sexual part breaks down because the mental part is done. The physical part starts to separate. And then you start, listen, that's why those demons jump on y'all and you start looking at pornography. How the hell are you going to look at porn when you got a wife and a husband? That don't make no sense. Why would you look at porn? You got a woman right there. You got a man right there. But you know why that's there? Because there's no more bond. You in the other room beating off. She's in the other room playing with herself. You gotta think about this. It's like, what the hell is going on here? But you see what animosity, you see what hatred, bitterness, anger, resentment builds. You don't even want to physically touch each other. Read that.
That was 1 Thessalonians
4 and 6.
4 and 6. That no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter.
Right. And what happens? You start taking what is given and due to the wife and the husband away. That's what defraud is, right? Watch, look up the word defraud. Let me show y'all. Now, we know, remember, this scripture is applicable to the body. It ain't only applicable to a brother and a brother, a sister and a sister. It's applicable to a man and a woman. We're going to get into that. To show you how. Read that.
Defraud. To deprive of something by deception or fraud.
You understand that? That what happens is you start to get in these relationships start to get so dried up and bitter, and there's no charity and love in it. You start doing what? Depriving what?
To deprive of something by deception or fraud.
Well, I'm on my team. Oh, I got my team. My team's coming up. Oh, my body. You know what? And yeah, that happens sometime. But now it's like that's your way out to please your husband. The man, he roll on, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. That's the way you stop pleasing your wife. Because you let negative, you let bitterness, you let anger. And then it's like this. You're double dutching with it. You got to be careful what y'all do in your household. What spirit you nourish in your family. Because this is how it breaks down, man. This is how it breaks down. So, read the defraud again.
Defraud. To deprive of something by deception or fraud.
Go ahead.
Trying to defraud was, give an example. Like how it was used.
Yeah. But defrauding somebody means giving something taking away something that is due to the individual. And what is due in your relationship that nourishes it, what is due is that bond, that physical. Y'all get that? Go to 1 Corinthians 7 and 5. Check this out.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5.
Read.
Defraud you not one the other.
You see that? Now it's talking about, when you read in the context of the chapter, it's talking about men and women. That shows you the Bible applies to men and women. It don't just apply to men. It don't just apply to women. It's applying to y'all and your relationship. That applies in your household. A lot of brothers and sisters think it only applies when you sit down in class. It applies in your household. You don't supposed to take something that is due away from your husband. You know he needs to be sexually active with you, but you do what? Nah. What's wrong? My back hurt. What's wrong? I'm on my theme. What's wrong? You know what? I just don't like you right now. You're taking away that do benevolence. You know what I mean? Then you make sure you can't perform. Well, what's up with you? My body hurts. I was doing it all, using it all for the Most High in Christ. What do you want? You always thinking about your damn self. Oh, okay. So you're telling me this due benevolence that is due to me, you don't want me to want that from you no more. You want me to want that from somebody else. You don't want me to desire you. Y'all gotta understand what's going on here. You don't want me to desire you. If you don't chill out, I will stop class, turn the camera around, and beat you like a Cherokee drum in front of everybody. Stop playing around, man. We're in the middle of class. You hear me? All right. Was talking to my child, not a grown-up, y'all. I want y'all to get it twisted. That's how you defraud one another. You defraud one another when it's due. The same thing with the man. Baby, you know, she put her arm on you like, it's time, Big Daddy. And you're like, I'm getting more pleasure on Insta. I'm getting more pleasure thinking about this, and your wife needs you. She needs you. Y'all need nourishment. Read that again. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5.
Read.
Defraud you not one the other, except it be with consent for a time.
Except it be with consent for a time. You're not supposed to take these things away from brothers, from your household, from your wife. You're not supposed to. It is not ordained. It's not love. When your husband needs that, you're supposed to be there to supply. When your wife needs that, you're supposed to be there to supply. With love, joy. But you can't. Because why? You don't take care of yourself. You don't take care of your body. You don't take care of your mind and spirit. And the world weighs down on you. Right? So what happens? It's not there, because in my heart, it's not about giving you and making. Let me read the definition again. Benevolence, the attribute which delights in the happiness of intelligent beings. You understand this? You're supposed to delight in pleasing one another. You're supposed to delight. Damn, you know what? I'm finna whip this up for my baby. Babe, look, I made it just like how you want it. Like, see, there you go again. You can't just take the shit I give you. I had to use the word at that time. It went with the flow and the motion of my actuarial. But that's how it is, right? It's like, look, see, you wanted spaghetti and then you put something else in it. Yeah, babe, could you make me a salad, the one you made? I already made the other salad. See, niggas ain't satisfied. It's like, but I told you to make it this way. You're supposed to be kind, nourishing the kindness. You know what I mean? Hey, babe, thinking about you. Emoji this, emoji that, right? Not like kiss and you put the gun, you put the FML. Like every time you want to get into a nourishing moment, it's like how you on your period every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. But that's where it gets to. And the man finally says what? Okay, cool. You cannot defraud your husband to control him And you don't supposed to be frauding your wife to control her. You don't supposed to defraud each other. You don't supposed to take away what is due. Y'all listening to this? The scriptures is telling us. Go ahead, read.
That you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
It says, listen, there's supposed to be an agreement. There's supposed to be an agreement that you're going to take time out. And that's okay. Everybody got to, spiritual up. Zoot up. I'm going to go on a fast. I'm going to go on a 2-week fast. Is that too much for you? No. Baby, I'm going to go on a fast too. I'm going to go on a juicing fast because my body's so jacked up by me eating bad, by me eating this, my ovaries, my insides, my this. I'm going to take care of my body for 2 weeks so I can come back and what? Read it.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency.
Right. You see? Incontinency. What is incontinency? See, this is what y'all are supposed to be understanding. This is why relationships don't last. Because once again, the Bible is not applied in your household. And you think being a demon, jumping to one demon to the next demon, that is going to work. That's what you think. You think being a demon, jumping to the next demon, all you're going to do is be infatuated for a moment of time, and then guess what? You're going to be the same demon you were. Because the flesh ain't going to be pleased. The spirit needs to be. Listen, especially you women. What sparks you is intelligence, a man of thinking, a mind. And the men are understanding that now. The Hebrew Israelite men are understanding that. Right? That it got to be an intelligence. But the only time you can take away from each other is an agreement. You understand? But you defraud one another. You take that away from one another. My back hurts. Your back always hurt. Well, it's because I got this physical ailment. Okay, well, why you don't fix that? Because I don't really care about nourishing what you need. Right? I care about me. Right? I care about me. I don't care about this love, this bond, this unity. So incontinency, read that. What is that?
And that is the definition of incontinent. And it says not continent, such as lacking self-restraint. Right. Not being under control.
Right. So what happens is you needed this in your relationship, but you got couples defrauding one another of what is due in the bed sexually, and then what happens? Then now you got adultery. You got whoremongering. Why? Because the man and woman not fulfilling their duty as in a marriage. You see that? All the answers are right here. It's telling us. It's telling us why all these things break down. You sit down, and a man or woman of understanding can understand this. When I read this, when I read this, when I put these together, I understand how it works. Because you just sit back and watch. Be the one that dies down the fire. Watch. Just be the one. Just be like, you know what? I was wrong. You can see where the heat is at. Just play it that way. I was wrong. You know what? I'm going to work on that. Let me fix that. If that demon keeps bucking up, you can see there's something else going on here. You don't want to get this right. I'm trying to fix it, but you want to keep this fire burning? Negative going? Oh, I deal with you with wisdom? Oh, where's your Facebook? Where's your Instagram? What Cass be finding out? She's on the damn Snapchat with who? Sancho Man, and he's talking about, man, next time I see you, I'm gonna blow you out like we did last time. You like, oh. His Snapchat name is the Backbreaker. Right? And who are you? You know what I mean? You look at her phone, her phone, and your name is what? 2 Pump Chump. Right? It's like, oh, okay. So the Backbreaker's handling you. That's why you gotta, I gotta go out for business. Really? What business? Family. They in town. But they in town every year at the same time. Okay, I got you. Right before you what? You get your menstrual cycle? Like you get your menstrual cycle every trip before you go. You see that? I know. Listen, put the gun down. Put the gun down. Some of y'all sitting there like this nigga. But the problem is that, first of all, if you got an adulterous spirit or whoremongering spirit, you're going to have that from relationship to relationship to relationship. It's not going to help. You got to be happy what the Most High gave you and learn how to keep that pumping. That's what I want. I'm like, man, don't make me look. You know what I mean? Please. I'm like, bruh, this trash out there, I'm like, really all over again? You got to sit down. I'm like, oh, please, let's work this out. Please. I'm glad the Most High blessed me with righteous sisters. You know what I mean? I'm glad. Because I don't got to worry about baby, I'm begging. You see that? But a lot of households are going through this. They are. Bitter, angry husbands. Bitter, angry wives. Y'all see that? So you can't take away what is due to the husband or the wife. That physical, the Most High wants that to go down. He wants that to go down. Go to 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. You read all that. And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconstancy. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11.
2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Go ahead.
Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right, but you are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, and what I ain't gonna say his name. He said you turn over after sex like, great, you're a 0. Why? Because listen, if your wife is talking to you like that, you better listen. Get all the passwords. Get her Facebook, get her Instagram, get her social media, because she's got some nigga that's making her happy at lunchtime at work. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and act like she's not doing nothing. But she getting somebody to fulfill that need. And how do you know that? Especially you know how you were when you met her. Don't let her play you. She's dipping off. If she's talking to you like that, with that much disdain and hate in her heart, where's she getting the love from? Yeah. Ecclesiasticus 9 and 9. Come on. Ecclesiasticus 9 and 9.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 verse 9.
No, did you read 2 and 11? It says, lest Satan get advantage. Lest Satan, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That goes with the last scripture. And come together, that Satan tempt you not for your inconstancy. Satan is going to get the advantage because he knows what you want and you desire. How the hell do you got a husband? I don't understand that. How you got a husband in the bathroom beating off to pictures when your wife is there? Well, she holding out on me, She said, I'm naughty. I'm naughty and I got to get it right. I'll never lie. That's why I stay with 2 wives. Why? Because you're not going to play no power role with me. You're not going to do that. But that's not all for all men. That's not for all men. You see that? It's a power thing. And you women have to stop using that as a power to control your relationship. Because all you're going to, right? You want to just be friends? Okay. Let's be friends. I'll make sure I fulfill that in other areas. Since you don't want to be my full wife, we can just become roommates. And don't do that to no woman. You already know what's going to happen. Try to withhold from a woman that is in need. That's how Satan gets the advantage. Y'all get that? I mean, is that not real or is it real? It's real. It's real spit. Ecclesiastes 9:9. Ecclesiastes 9:9. So we were talking about the benevolence. Then we jumped into the understanding about defrauding one another, taking away the due benevolence in the physical aspect, right? And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that. Read that, Ecclesiastes 9:9. Come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9.
Go ahead.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest.
Read.
All the days of the life of thy vanity.
Read.
Which he hath given thee under the sun.
Read.
All the days of thy vanity.
Live what?
All the days of thy vanity.
He said, live joyfully. Read it again from the top. Live what?
Live joyfully.
Hatefully.
Live joyfully.
Angry.
Live joyfully.
Bitter.
Live joyfully.
Man, this old hag, I got to see her face again.
Live joyfully.
Man, this nigga, I got to see him every day.
Live joyfully.
That's why y'all got to know each other. If his breath stink in the morning, due benevolence is saying what? I got to brush my teeth. If that is turning my wife off, let me take care of my hygiene in the morning. Let me be ready. Because you want to. So let me be ready for that, right? Same thing with the wife. If you know your husband, right, likes it this way, that time of day, this and that, let me be there to supply that want. If you know your wife don't like doo-doo in your drawers, and she's like, baby, every time I get your drawers, it got shit stains, and she's like, man, I lost respect for you. Listen, men do weird things too. Men do weird things. Right? Shit stained drawers, old shirts from 1940. They do weird things. It's like, bruh, you ain't never gonna buy a pair of new drawers? Like, you gonna wear, like, damn, we that comfortable? Like, even listen, I'm telling y'all, real deal Holyfield. It's men and women. I'll fix it. What is it? The woman should be the same way. What am I doing? You see what I'm saying? It's that hair on your upper lip. You know what I mean? You don't shave. You know what I mean? Your breath is kicking. Say it. Talk to each other. Tell each other. So you can understand each other. Don't be like, what's wrong? I mean, we ain't, you know what I mean? Nothing. I don't want to talk about it. Like, okay, so you shut this down. We're not going to understand each other. You're not going to understand what each other want. Then you're going to look for that in other places. You can't do that. That's not how it works. Y'all not retarded. It don't work like that. If you don't tell me what the problem is, you understand? If you don't tell her what the problem is, then what's going to happen is y'all just going to separate. Physically, mentally, hate, cold beds. You on one side of the bed, he's on the other side of the bed. Right? You get up, shalom, 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 babe. What's up? Nothing. Hate life. Shalom. See you later. Y'all see this? I know you kids don't understand this, but one day you will. One day you will. See? Go ahead, read. Read it from the top. Ecclesiastes 9:9.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest.
That's what you're supposed. There's supposed to be joy. Right? Now we go to the scriptures all the time. When a beautiful woman enters the room, she's supposed to light up the room. Same thing with the man. He don't supposed to come in and this nigga is like looking at y'all like he wants to sock everybody in the face. There's supposed to be a love, a bond, a connection to y'all in your relationship. He's supposed to know how to joy and make his wife joyful. But that comes through talking, communicating. He ain't gonna know that if she don't talk. Y'all get that? These are the things. You're supposed to live joyfully. This is all we got. All we ships, especially Israelite households that got the knowledge. Bro, your relationship's supposed to be the best. You're supposed to be learning and knowing how to live your best life with the knowledge of the Most High. You ain't clubbing no more. Right? You ain't out there in the streets no more. You ain't on Tinder no more. No more. You ain't. You ain't taking random trips to meet random guys and girls just to jump off. You're not doing that no more. So you got to make what y'all have the best of the best. Y'all get this? Doesn't that make sense? Or you're just going to be bitter and angry. Here's what's going to happen. You met him at 20, 25. Y'all get 50. Y'all hit 50. And 20 of those years was just bitterness, angry, and upset. And then you divorce at 50. Right? You look like crap because you let life wear you down. You got to go get a revenge bod. Right? Because that's the only time you get a revenge bod. When you live, what did old girl say on that talk show, The Talk? Is it The Talk? With the young chicks? The Talk is with the old chicks or the young chicks? Right, The Talk. She said the Chinese chick said she had to de-spouse her home because she got a divorce. She had to de-spouse her home. So now she didn't get, why? Because she married this cat at a young age. She didn't let herself go though. But now she got to de-spouse the house. That's what you want to do? You want to wait till you get 50 to get a revenge bod? Won't you just do some squats in the room? You see that? Won't you just do some sit-ups in the room? You ain't even got to go to the gym. Take care of your mind, your spirit, and your body. Not only for yourself, for your husband, for your household. Because that's your husband. But there's no care and love. You just let yourself go. Breath stink, underarm stink, crack stinks. You out of shape. You out of order. You disgruntled. You're hateful. Come on, man. Really? Damn. That's terrible. That's a terrible life. You're not supposed to want to live like that. See? You don't supposed to want that. Go ahead. Read.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
Yeah, All we have in this life is the commandments and the knowledge to do the will of the Most High, to look for better things in the kingdom to come. Otherwise, everything else is vanity. Vanity of vanities. So we got to make the best of it. Proverbs 5 and 8. Come on. Proverbs 5 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 5 verse 8.
Come on.
Remove thy way.
18, excuse me. Proverbs 5 and 18.
Let thy fountain be blessed. And rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Do benevolence. Do benevolence. Do benevolence. Rejoice. Your relationship, that's supposed to be joy. Not I'm just stuck with this guy. Not I'm just stuck with this girl. You're supposed to be rejoicing, having fun. Yes, in your moments, in your times, in your situation, make it joyful. Make it happy. Make it fun. That's why I'm like, bruh. I tell my ribs, man, listen, I'm not an old cat. I'm young in spirit. I need joy, peace, happiness. Spark me. Make it fun. But these are a lot of relationships got to constantly remember that. Constantly understand it, or else it's going to go downhill. Read.
Verse 19. Let her be as a loving hind and pleasant road.
Go ahead.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Go ahead.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
Read.
And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman?
There you go. Right? What the brother said yesterday in class, that these women that act like disgruntled and all these things, right? Makes him want to. He said makes you want to get a Becky or a Sulim, right? Same thing with the women. When brothers come in, they don't got no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're hateful, disrespectful, despicable, unloving, unkind, uncharitable. What do you think the women want to be? They're like, this nigga's an animal. I don't want this guy. Humble. That fades. But what y'all build together in love and unity, that continually grows. You see that? That grows. It's supposed to be growing. It's supposed to grow. Read that. Let's throw that in there. Good one. Let's throw that in there.
Proverbs 31 verse 30.
Go ahead.
Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
Right, and not only a woman. Beauty is vain for a man. Same thing. The Most High wants you to get a man of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not because he got some abs, he got some guns. His shoulders are like his shoulders. Look at this cat's shoulders. Ugh. It's supposed to be more. So beauty is vain. It don't supposed to be about the physical. Good scripture. Go to 1 Thessalonians 3 verse 12. Let's transition. Not only about the physical. Do benevolence is not only about the physical. If you all haven't got it by now, it's most of all the spiritual. But I had to throw that in there because a lot of relationships, you're thinking like, well, I do the garments, I cook for them. You know what I mean? What else you want? Love. Loving. Your husband, your wife wants loving. That's what keeps you together. The bond, the physical, a marriage, marrying in. Not marry, marriage means joining in. That's what it is. Go ahead. 1 Thessalonians 3 and 12.
And the Lord make you to increase And abound in love one towards another.
We are supposed to do what?
Increase.
Do what?
Increase.
No. Like I said, the only time you're not increasing is when? Man, when you 80 or 90. When you got too much arthritis and you're like, baby. You 80 or 90, that's when you ain't increasing. You got brothers and sisters in their 30s and hate each other, disdainful for each other, to where you destroyed all that. Your love is supposed to be increasing. Your respect is supposed to be increasing. Man, the water, I gain a lot more respect for you. No, you don't. Come. So I can't tell you I do respect you. Nobody cares. I hate my life. You don't love me. I'm fat. I'm out of shape. That's not building love. The man, same thing. Because he's looking at the Instagram. He's looking at the fake boobs, fake butt, fake breasts. Nah, you ain't got a six-pack. You ain't got a six-pack. I don't desire you no more. The man still got to show that love. He still got to show that desire for his wife. But if the bond has been created spiritually, that physical is going to be there. That's supposed to be increasing. The unity increasing. The love increasing. The gentleness increasing. What else is say for do benevolence? The charity, the kindheartedness, the goodwill, the thoughtfulness is supposed to be increasing. It says decency. It's supposed to be increasing, not decreasing. Right? Go ahead, read.
And abound in love one towards another.
We're supposed to increase and abound in love. This is what the law, what the Most High is telling us. Now we know this scripture is talking to everybody, but we're applying it to your relationship. And it does apply to your relationship. Yeah.
I got a scripture to start about what you're saying. I think that's 9 and 10. Because a lot of times people will do the grass is greener. And you'll think, like you look on Instagram, look at all these women with the fake butts, or you look at these dudes at the gym, and you feel like the love is dying in your relationship.
Right.
You said forsake not an old friend.
Get it, read it. Good one.
Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10.
Go ahead.
Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
There you go. But why are you ready to forsake the old? Oh, good scripture, bro. Tell you, man, this Shot My Yard guy, I like him. Mark, man, I don't know about that guy. This guy is pulling scriptures and everything. That's right on point, right on point. Because why? But why are they really quick to forsake the old? A brother's going through what?
Adversity.
You didn't fight through adversity. You didn't build love and unity. You didn't build a friendship. Right? Now, the only reason why you forsake a old friend for a new one is because that pure love, pure friendship wasn't built. And that's how I be. Man, your woman is supposed to be your number one person rolling with you. Your husband is supposed to be your number one road dog. Yeah. They're supposed to be your closest person to you. Why? There's nobody else that is closer than your wife or your husband. I mean, your kids, they even come after that. Because before your kids were around, who'd you have? Each other. That's why brotherhood is built so tight. Because we're constantly around each other and building with each other. But if you've been in a relationship, you got these relationships. Oh yeah, we were friends before we got married. Those relationships are supposed to be lasting. Because you're supposed to have an understanding of each other. And it's supposed to have grown all the way into this marriage. Right? That was a perfect scripture. You got more on that?
It says, for the new is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that old wine, that fine wine. Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about this. I was talking to a girl about this. This is back in Houston. She was talking about how she complained about her dude. This and that. I was telling her, it's kind of like, basically like, why would you want to give up a relationship? At least you know the things that he does that irritates you, and you know, and you know the things that you do that irritates him. Why not work through it and fight rather than you go into a whole other new guy and start a new relationship? It's pretty dumb when you don't know this person, and this person might have a lot of deeper demons than you know that you have to uncover. Because
America taught us your what do they call it? What? No, disposable. But they tell you to go look for your what? Soulmates. There's no such thing as a damn soulmate. There's no such thing as a soulmate. You create. Some of the oldest couples are people from back in the 20s, right? That had a damn arranged marriage. They be the oldest couple that had an arranged marriage. But they built a family, unity, love, understanding. There's no such thing as a soulmate. Like the someone that you're like, we agree on everything. You like that too? Yeah. Really? But I thought y'all said opposites attract. So is it we agree on everything or is it opposite? Which one is it? You see? Don't let the white man tell you. Were you was going to say something?
I was just having this conversation with my grandmother. We've been together 64 years on Monday, and it was an arranged marriage.
64 years in an arranged marriage.
She was saying that you just don't give up.
You keep working. You keep working. You keep building. You see that? These niggas, these popcorn generation, that's why they what? They thumb and they shoot is getting wore out. Why? Because they Tinder, meet them, what? Have sex? Oh, he was garbage. Next. Like Zion told me, he said one girl told him like I had to get off Tinder because I was having sex with everybody. That's what the girl in the mall told him. I had to stop. I had to get off. It's a demon. Right? You ran through 100 men and being a savage. Right? You got to work. You got to build. You got to gain an understanding. You see that? Now, I want to throw in there, we're not talking about abusive relationships. We're not talking about wicked relationships. You got a man beating a woman. You got a woman being a whore. You got a man being a whore monger. Right? I'm not talking about that. Those are different circumstance, different topic we can talk about. I'm talking about these relationships that are being built, that are growing, and you got mistakes. You got love, but you got mistakes. You got lack of knowledge. You got lack of understanding, but you have built something over years. We're talking about that. We're talking about new relationships that come in that you can't just quickly give up on. You got to build them. You got to establish. We're talking about those things according to the scriptures. Go to Philippians 1:9. Philippians 1 verse 9.
Philippians chapter 1, verse 9.
Go ahead.
And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge.
Right. You see, are y'all listening? Read that again.
And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge.
That your love abound more and more. Our love's supposed to grow. Your love for your husband, your honor and respect and order and discipline is supposed to grow more. The reverence of the wife, understanding her, understanding how to deal with her with wisdom and understanding and knowledge is supposed to grow. Patience, growing. Long suffering, growing. More and more. Go ahead.
And in all judgment.
In all what?
Judgment.
Go ahead.
That ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense to the day of the Mashiach.
Because that's really what it's all about. You're doing this to be perfect with Yahweh Shai. Listen. Christ said it himself. But Moses gave a bill of divorce. Yahweh Shai said from the beginning it was not so. He said, for the hardness of your hearts, he gave the bill of divorce. And that's what people don't understand. Like, the reason why so many divorces, separations is happening is because these marriages are not nourished with due benevolence one toward each other. Work, building. That's why this is not built. The simple fact is this. Listen up. You as a woman, you like certain things and require certain things. Him as a man, same thing. You have to understand what each other want and how to give that to each other. That's it. It's not hard. It's not. The problem is you want to ignore it. Nah, he's going to deal with me he's going to deal with me anyway. I can be like this and he's going to deal with me. Oh, she's going to deal with me anyway. I can be like this and she's going to deal with it. Y'all need to sit down and do what you're supposed to do in the beginning and sit down, gain an understanding of each other and what, like back in the day. So what's your favorite color? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Mine is this. Oh, yeah. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite? What you like here? Oh, you like this? You like that? Oh, okay. Oh, you do too? Oh, okay. Because if I'm going to be your wife, I got to know what you like. Because I know what Sancho Man liked. You know what I mean? I know what Mr. Steal Your Girl liked. Right? I know what #_ backbreaker. I know what he liked. But you, I don't know what you like. Teach me what you like. Same thing with her. You know what I mean? I know what this chick like, but I don't know what you like. And you start to know each other, understand each other. You can't shut down communication. You can't shut down talking. You gotta talk. But there needs to be calm, wisdom, and understanding to talk. Y'all get that? There's a lot of variables in this that need to come into play so you guys can keep moving forward in your body as a house, as a family. Go ahead, read. Where you at? Okay, go to 2 Thessalonians 1 and 3.
Second Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 3.
Go ahead.
We are bound to thank the Most High always for you, brethren.
Right. See, once again, we know what Paul's talking about, but let's apply this to ourselves and our families. We are supposed to be thanking the Most High for our blessings. You got a beautiful wife? Take care of her. Honor her. Respect her. Be loyal to her. Try to understand what her desires are. Same thing with the husband. Same thing with the husband. Woman, you got a good husband. He's trying. None of us is perfect. Right? None of us is perfect. But everybody is trying. Understand that. Understand that everybody is trying. Go ahead.
Brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly.
Because most of all, your knowledge for this is supposed to be growing. Your love is supposed to be growing, just like it's supposed to be growing for your nation, for that brother and sister you teach, for your people out there in the world. It's supposed to grow for your husband, for your wife. Y'all act like this only applies to some fictitious wind. Your love is supposed to grow for your nation, your brothers, your sisters, your duty, your service, your husband and your wife. It don't stop. Go ahead.
And the charity of every one of you all towards each other abound.
Oh man. That due benevolence is supposed to grow one towards another. That charity, that love. Because if you render evil for evil, railing, you will consume one another. That's it, man. You will consume one another. You're supposed to be abounding in charity, growing, like you're supposed to do with your sisters, like you're supposed to do with your brothers. Most High is bad. That's why if it don't work, if it doesn't work, y'all didn't try hard enough. Y'all didn't give yourself enough. You didn't care enough. You don't. Like, why are you getting arguments? Nothing. You let anger and bitterness and resentment overpower you. Some of y'all don't want to apply the scriptures. You're not reasonable in your thinking. You're not charitable. You see? And you let negative come in and divide. You're supposed to grow. Galatians 5:22. Come on.
Galatians chapter 5 verse 22.
Go ahead.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
Is what?
Is love.
You're supposed to have what in your household?
Love.
When you supposed to have what for your husband?
Love.
Your wife?
Love.
The fruit of the Spirit is what?
Love.
There it is. There's supposed to be love there. There's supposed to be love. Where's the love at? Where's the care? When your partner walks through the door, right? Is there, oh, there he is. Oh, there she is. Or is it food's in the microwave? You know what I mean? What is it? Leftovers, nigga. Get it. Like, damn, okay. Come on. Hey, babe, is there something to eat? Damn, there you go again, asking for food. Your wife tells you, babe, you running downstairs? You running downstairs to the fridge? Not for you. Right? You need to work out anyway. Go and hit those steps. No love. You need that love constantly growing. The fruit of the Spirit is love. What?
Joy.
What?
Joy.
What?
Joy.
No, we're supposed to be sad all the time.
Joy.
Depressed puppies.
Joy.
We're supposed to have joy. We're supposed to have joy. Where's the joy in the relationship? Y'all see this? Are you creating an environment to nourish love and joy? Are you creating that? So what, you got kids? We got kids, the love is gone. So what, you got kids? Your love and joy is supposed to build. That passion is never supposed to fade away. You're supposed to keep it there. You're supposed to keep that passion growing. Go ahead.
Peace.
What?
Peace.
No, not in my house.
Peace.
Your house is supposed to be a happy home. Peace. This is your job. It's the job of the men and the women. It's the job of the man and the women to keep joy, love, and peace. Now, you can't have it one-sided. You can't have this one-sided. Right? It can't be one person at it, because then that one person going to be tired. Like, damn, I try to create this. I try to smile at you. I try to hug you. And every time I do, you shove me. Huh? You be unequally yoked. There's got to be on both sides. You see that? They're like, damn, hey, you know, I sit down and, you know what I mean, try to lay next to you, you like, get away. You want to go out and you want to do something? Nope, I'm good. You know what I mean? You want to do this, you want to do that? Nah, I'm fine. Where's the love at? Where's the nourishment? Go ahead.
Long suffering.
What?
Long suffering.
Whew. Man, you're supposed to have long suffering, not a quick temper. You got all you and these relationships. It's like, bruh, am I your enemy? Like, what the? I messed up. What do you do? Like, you gotta just lose it? You slamming doors. You know what I mean? You ready to pack your bags. You're like, you trying to provoke me to anger? What you gonna do? Go ahead, nigga. Put your hands on me. Go ahead. What? Huh? It's like, oh, dang. You just put your head down like, damn, you want me to sock you up. Okay. I'm not gonna do it, though. I'm not gonna use your body as a punching bag. Even though you're built like one, I'm not going to use your body as a punching bag. Right? Nah. You have to have a short temper. You got too many of our people, man, with short tempers in their household. Why do you think you got maniacs killing each other? You got Israelites that don't apply this. You're going to kill your wife. You're going to kill your husband. Because these men ain't teaching these people, bruh, your wife is not just a bag of meat walking around. She's a Israelite, a vessel to be honored as any other Hebrew Israelite. Honor her. They don't teach them that. They teach you, yeah, these bitchs ain't nothing. Now, a wicked woman and a righteous woman is a whole nother thing. Everybody ain't no bitch. Everybody ain't no whore. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't haughty. The only ones that are like that is the wicked ones. And even then, you don't supposed to put a bullet in their head. The hell? You're insane. You get to that point when y'all choking each other out and trying to pop each other eyeballs out their head. Y'all need a good separation. Take some time away from each other, and then come back. Go ahead.
Gentleness.
What?
Gentleness.
No. Rugged.
Gentleness.
Nah, you pushing each other away.
Gentleness.
Not ignoring each other.
Gentleness.
Right? You know there's got to be some sensual gentleness to each other. You know that. But you're not gentle no more. You're a brute. You're the opposite of due benevolence or benevolence. Brutish. Vulgar. Ratchet. Right? You're those. Read.
Goodness.
What?
Goodness.
Read.
faith.
That's what's supposed to be applied. Ephesians 5:28.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 28.
Read.
So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies.
There you go. I actually had to do a class on, does Israelites beat their wives? Why? Because a lot of these men are taught that the women ain't nothing. Right? Because the balance of the scriptures is not being taught. The scripture, is that not easy to be understood? Read it again.
So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies.
Do you beat yourself up? Do you treat yourself like crap? La'ah. So the men gotta honor the wives. Cherish them, honor them, love them, respect them. Now, I gotta say this. That doesn't mean he bows down to you and he, like they say in Egyptology, she's my God. No. There's only one power. You only bow to him. But you're supposed to love her, cherish her, and apply love, peace, joy, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faithfulness with her. Same thing with the man. Go ahead.
He that loveth his wife loveth himself.
Jump to verse 22.
Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Right?
As unto the Lord.
And she's supposed to do the same thing. You ain't Christ. He ain't here. Well, the Bible is telling you, you're supposed to treat me like I was Christ. What are you talking about? Submit yourself submit yourself unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Imagine if Yahweh Shai was standing in front of you. Would you act like that with him? No, you wouldn't. You had respect, honor, loyalty, brotherhood, compassion. You would treat him right, and that's how you're supposed to do your husband. You see, it's both ways. I gotta throw this in there for all you new people that might watch this. That doesn't disannul the order of the house. Because if she loves you and respects you, she automatically gives you the due respect, due benevolence. And he don't have to walk around the house saying what? I'm the head of the house. You got to obey me. Once again, what owner or what manager walks around the McDonald's talking about, listen, I'm the manager, look. Manager, respect me. The respect is gained through understanding and through how you carry yourself. That is supposed to be honored. The respect in those sense. And sometimes y'all gotta look and see what man or woman you could have. Now I'm talking to y'all in the truth. Y'all could have real brute niggas, real brute women. That's what keeps me in order. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, my wife, okay, I had to check her. She got a little out of line, very irritating, but it could be worse. I could be talking about, listen, she's still trying to wear see-through clothes to let her panties show through. She's big-chested and she don't know how to cover up her nipples. I could be still talking about that. I'm glad I don't have those damn conversations. Like, if I would kill myself. You know what I mean? Or he's still running out trying to meet chicks at the gym and on Instagram and trying to make everybody his rib. You would hate those conversations. Or he's just a brute around the house. He don't help. He don't clean up. You see what I'm saying? At least you got a man that's trying. Like, damn, okay, he's telling, oh, okay, I'm trying, I'm forgetful. But you get niggas that's like, listen, I throw it down, you pick it up. You know what I mean? You got brute niggas. You know what I mean? Most High say, you're my wife. Pick that up. You see what I'm saying? You got brute niggas out there. You got brute women. And I look at mine, I'm like, man, you know what? Barakatay Habashim Al-Shai. Yahweh, take those spirits away from me. I don't want no other one. I don't want nobody else that look fake. I don't want no fake lips. You see what I'm saying? You got to pray. That way you understand what you've been given. I don't want no fake butt. I don't need that in my life. What I need to go home and do is check my rib and tell her butt to get in order and start moving correctly. And just moving on. Go ahead, read.
Verse 23.
Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife. Even as Hamashiach is the head of the church.
St. John 15:17. Romans 12 and 9.
St. John chapter 15 verse 17. These things I command you that ye love one another.
That you what?
Love one another.
That's supposed to be the commandment. You're supposed to have love one another. Go ahead.
If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
Y'all gotta understand, nation-wise, we're all we got. Family-wise, we're all we got. Husband-wise, wife, husband, family, we're all we got. It's me and you against the world. Right? With perms and jerry curls. It's us against the world. You understand that? Like y'all don't understand. Our body, our nation, we got us, especially ones that are woke. We woke. They're not. It's them against us. They hate us. Because they hated Yahweh Shai first. All we got is love. But how? Romans 12 and 9.
Romans chapter 12 verse 9.
Look up dissimulation. Read.
Let love be without dissimulation.
What?
Let love be without dissimulation.
So love got to be nourished, but without dissimulation. What is dissimulation? Come on. Love cannot be with dissimulation. A lot of brothers and sisters, man, don't know what real love is. What you got, sis?
Concealment of one's thoughts.
Wait, sister. Read it one more time, sister.
Concealment of one's thoughts.
Wait a minute. No. You're supposed to just shut up and don't tell what's on your mind and be bitter and angry and then go tell your girlfriend at work and then go tell your mama, go tell your daddy, right? But when it comes down to the person that you're supposed to be showing love to, it's with dissimulation. It's concealing. What's wrong with you? Nothing. What's up? What's on your mind? It don't matter, because it ain't going to change. Love's supposed to be without dissimulation. Read.
Avoid that.
No. Dissimulation.
Concealment of one's thoughts.
It says concealment of one's thoughts. Go ahead.
Feelings.
What? Oh my God. Oh. Concealment of one's thoughts and feelings. Go ahead.
Or character.
Or what?
Or character.
Or character. Man, that's deep. You trying to hide what's really on your mind. You trying to really hide what's in your spirit.
Conceal one's true motives.
To what?
To conceal one's true motives.
Wow. Is this thing acting up again? What's going on? You understand that? That's not how we're supposed to be, concealing and hiding and covering up. But you got to be a rational person, right? You got to be rational when you're able to communicate with each other about how you deal with each other. You got to be rational. You got to be able to talk. You got to be able to calm down and relax. What's the problem? See, that's the problem. You ain't listening. I'm listening. Nah, you ain't listening. See, but I'm listening. See, there you go. You talking over me. Like, come on, I'll shut up. Never mind. Like, what? How are we gonna get anything done like that? You got to be able to talk to each other. So love got to be without dissimulation, hiding, concealing, covering things up. You got something? Go ahead. Go back to the scripture, Romans 12 and 9.
Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil.
And that's because you got to abhor that negative. Satan deals with that concealing. Satan deals with hiding things. And this is to all the nation. But we're applying this to the body of a family, a man and a woman. You don't supposed to be around brothers and sisters, but hiding evil thoughts. The scriptures tell you about hatred when hatred is hid. You don't supposed to be. Find that one for me. I need to throw that one in here. Man, that dissimulation. Wow. Woo. Watch. It's in Proverbs. It is Proverbs 10:18. Yeah. Read 10 and 18 first. Yeah. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 10 and 18.
Go ahead.
He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool.
Y'all see this? He that hideth hatred with lying lips. Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 10 and 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool.
You see that? You that hide hatred with lying lips. You're smiling in his face, but waiting to be replaced. Backstabbers, old backstabbers.
It's the OJs.
Right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, give me a Colossians 3 and 9. Because it goes right with it, but, that's just that old woman. That's that old man. Nothing's wrong. But having the truth, having the knowledge, like the priest was saying, man, our relationship should be the best. Because we have the word, we understand how to maintain it, how to enrich it. But these are things that we have to that we should be shedding off on ourselves.
Right.
Read where you at.
Colossians chapter 3 verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Lie not one to another. See that ye have put off the old man.
Read that again.
Lie not one to another.
Yeah, that's what the Most High. Listen, relationships, you can't lie one to another. If a question's asked, listen, how you doing? Oh, I'm okay. No, let them know how you feel. Why? Because it's going to be able to alleviate the situation, talk it out. But again, that's the old woman, the old man. That's that old attitude of how we handle things. Like, we don't talk. That's why relationships don't last.
Yep.
No communication. But read.
Seeing that ye have put off the old man.
That's the old man. Read.
With his deeds.
Yeah, the Most High don't want that. The Most High is showing us how relationships should work, and it's by communicating, man. That do benevolence, that love, and communicating. Read.
And I put on the new man.
Do what?
And have put on the new man.
We always got to check ourselves. Like, okay, I don't want to talk, but I have to talk. Why? Because we're going to get through this problem. I want this rough patch to be smooth.
Yep.
Read.
Which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Yeah, we're trying to be on God's status, man. Love, peace, patience, like you said, the fruits of the Spirit. But we have to apply these scriptures.
All right, last scripture. Go to Ephesians 5 and 2.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 2.
Go ahead.
And walk in love, as the Mashiach also had loved us.
That's really the gist of it. Is that you're supposed to walk in love like Yahweh Shai loved us. Go ahead.
And hath given himself for us.
There you go. That's the real love that is supposed to continually abound within your relationship. Yahweh Shai died for you. You're supposed to be ready and willing to lose, to give up for your people, your nation, obviously your loved ones, your husband and wife. This is what the Most High is showing us, man. So, do they got any questions on online on this? No? A lot of comments? He's been married. Dawiya's been married. Are you serious? Holy cow. He was married for 40, building marriage for 42 years. Yep. 42 years. That's a long time. That's a long time. 42 years is a long time. And they're a cute couple too, man. They're a cute couple. What happened? Yeah, man. Con. Yeah, man. This is that's crazy, man. That's crazy. 42 years is a long time. Well, how do you get it there? How do you keep the love going and respect and order? You know? Without killing each other and being those old people that's bitter and hateful to each other, but just there because they're life partners. You don't want to be that. Especially, I'm going to say it again, I feel young. Bro, you trying to make me like an old man. You can't take my spark away from me. You need to keep me young. You know what I mean? You need to keep each other young in these relationships. That way you do. Huh?
I was thinking about the scripture.
What's that?
I was thinking about my dad. Because that's what it says. Such a when elderly climbing on sandy path.
Oh, to a woman.
So is a woman that's full of words. So
Oh yeah, because that woman is wearing him down.
yeah, I thought about James 1:19. It's being slow to anger, slow to speak, swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Yeah. Well, we want to aspire to like Dawiyah, right? 42 years and beyond. You know what I mean? Until Yahweh Shai gets here. Then imagine them being renewed together in the spirit. That's cold. That's going to be beautiful. You being renewed and your wife right next to you being renewed. That's love right there. But I guarantee you this. If Dawiyah was sitting in class, everything we talked about tonight, he understands and now he understands more having the knowledge. It takes work. You already know that in the world, it takes work. But the problem is they don't got the wisdom of in the world to make it work a majority of the times. Remember, 42 years, that means that was when? 42 years back was when? When they got married. 72. That was the 70s? Well, yeah, right. I'm 70. I mean, I'm 42. Right, I'm 42, so that was 77. Listen, I'm still 21 in my head, so.
Right? 16, man.
Huh?
16.
That was 77. That's a long time ago, man. They've been married that long. How many of us in our generation wants to keep our relationships? I know some of y'all are single. God. But listen, to win and when you do get that one, who do you want to go 42 years with? A disgruntled little yamp? Or someone that's going to be willing to work, change, build in the spirit? You understand? So, Rakataya, how about Shem Yahweh Shai? Oh, Dawiyah, 1978. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, there's an example right amongst us that we gotta aspire to. You know. So, And all you single brothers, damn, that's a lot of work you gotta go down. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with being single. Paul said what? Yeah, listen. Paul, yeah, so some of y'all might just be virgins to the kingdom. Brothers laughed that one off. They like, Hey, so, all right, y'all. That's it, man. Hopefully, last class was a little heated. This class, hopefully, kind of gives y'all the balance of that. Okay? All right. So, on YouTube, Shawashana, on YouTube, you don't have to put ISB HBK class. Just put do benevolence. All right? They're going to see that on the screen. All right? Other than that, let's salute them out for the Shabbat. So everybody say shalom. Shalom. What? Oh, we got a question? Something what? Oh, we can answer it. We're not off yet. He's trying to grow his beard and it's growing out blotchy. Bruh, that's just, some people got that. I'm sorry to say, some people got, and remember, it's always okay to trim your beard. Your beard don't have to be like this if you don't want. You can pole it. The Bible says pole, meaning trim. You can keep it low if you want, but you keep your beard. You don't chop off your beard, but some people that want it to grow, they try to take it down and then so it can grow right. Some people just get blotchy beards. I know a lot of brothers their beards look like a bird's were pecking at it, and that's the beard they've been given by the Most High. You can't get mad at that. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, trimming it down, trying to get it to grow right. But at the same time, know this, you might just have a beard that's like that. So let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let the mighty beard grow. Alright, so yeah. Was that it? Okay. Alright, other than that, shalom. Tomorrow, check us out on the other channel in Houston. Alright, we'll see y'all. Shalom. Alright, everybody else.